Welcome, divine creations, divine marvels, children of God. So, I made a video yesterday about expecting the good, that's what optimism is. And, um, someone posted a comment, and so I want to refine that a little bit. That, you know, in expecting the good, which is really, in trusting in the good and trusting that everything will be all right. We don't want to set ourselves up for unrealistic expectations that everything's going to be perfect from here on forward. That's not quite how optimism, faith, and trust work. And in fact, Bruno Groening was very adamant that evil will do all that it can to try and pull us off the good path. So, paradoxically, we need to expect the good and expect evil to come at us and expect challenges. Um, so it's a little bit it's a little hard. It's a little bit paradoxical. So it's a little bit hard to hold both. And I'm just looking for not only my own path but ways to express it. So one of the fundamentals for me is to trust that in the end everything will be okay. And as Bruno Groening himself said, let's see, I'll try and quote it. He said, it's by memory, in every situation of apparent danger, let's see, what you need, I have to paraphrase it. Basically, he said what you need to do, and the only thing you need to do in a situation of apparent danger is maintain your connection with the world above through trust. So that means when we're faced with challenges, I don't know about you, I'm faced with challenges every day. And our dear friend Bruno, who I think of as a master, he was faced with challenges every day. So in expecting the good and trusting in the good, it's not that we're not going to have any challenges. And that our overall, I almost want to say realistic optimism. Maybe I was a little too cheerful yesterday. and actually, interestingly enough, here's a quote from the Bible about facing challenges. Now, this is from the letter of James, who was, by tradition, James was the brother of Jesus. And this is James 1:2. In fact, the second verse. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance, also it's sometimes translated as patience. I like patience better. Let patience finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. So here's where it gets a little tricky to hold both. On the one hand, we're trusting in the good and anticipating optimistically good things coming our way. And when we experience challenges, when things that aren't so good come our way, we still need to maintain our faith. And in doing so, that's where true faith comes. It's easy to have faith. It's easy to have faith when everything's going our way, right? But to have faith, to maintain trust, we're in the middle of challenge. Whoa, that's where the rubber hits the road, as they say. And that's where what James, theoretically the brother of Jesus, is pointing us to. The testing of faith produces perseverance. In fact, Bruno Groening said that of himself, that he had faced temptation. I don't remember his exact words, but that he had faced extreme temptation. And I don't know that he ever said that he overcame it, but from my point of view, he certainly did. He certainly persevered. So, paradoxically, expect the good and expect challenges. And through it all, it's through facing those challenges. That's where real faith comes in. That's where because if we just got everything exactly the way we wanted it, it would be very easy to have faith. But the moment, let's say for 10 years, everything is perfect. And we're like, oh yeah, God is great. Wow, this path really works. And then as soon as something bad happens, what would happen? We would just be like devastated. But, we get a taste of the goodness of God through tuning in. And then um, and then maybe we have a healing and then we're like, wow, this is really true. This is really real. And then comes the hardest part. Learning to maintain faith and trust even through challenges. And it's one that I work on and struggle with every day. Because there are, many hours, not every day, but many days, there's just a feeling of flow and a feeling of connection to God. And in those moments, let me tell you from personal experience, it's so easy to be like, God is great. Everything is fantastic. When I feel the divine so deeply, and there's a sense of flow through my day, and I'm being guided, um, and there's synchronicities happening, then yeah, it's easy to have faith. But then when I hit a bump, when I take in some negative thinking or something doesn't go the way I want it to, then that's where the real work is. And Bruno's life, points to that. The level of opposition just on the physical plane he faced is hard to fathom, much less the energetic and spiritual challenges that our dear friend faced. So when you walk out the door today, expect good things. And now we don't want to be like, oh, negative things are going to happen. It's more just like this awareness that we live on this earth and there's plenty of disorder and plenty of evil about. And when it arises, whether it's a thought or a situation or an illness, to just do what Bruno said, to maintain our connection with the world above through absolute faith. Thank you, friends. I wish you a day of deep faith, and I wish you a day of faith even amidst the challenges. Take care. Much love. And actually, before I close, I think I'm going to read the quote that the person posted that led me to make this video. I really appreciate it, and it really here. The quote is that, as a result of errors, difficulties, and problems, and so forth, he has tribulation, because only as a result of these is she capable of achieving the abilities which are necessary to master and neutralize them. That is to say, to transform them into evolutionary values. That's from a book called The Might of Thought. And that really speaks to this need to persevere, to rise above our difficulties. Part of this path is healing our difficulties, and literally removing evil from our bodies, our minds, and our lives. And then another one is gaining strength to learn to persevere when things aren't going so smoothly. So thank you so much to the person who posted that. And I wish you a day of deep, persevering faith, even amidst the moments that aren't so fun. And may you have lots of fun moments to boot. Take care. Much love.